you guys. Festival of the Lost is ending tomorrow, and I just wanted to do a quick video showing some things you really do not want to miss out on before it goes away. This week in the Bright Dust shop we have the fettered shell, which is my favorite ghost shell of all time. It shades so incredibly well. Testudo makes the ghost shell itself match the chains really well. And then there are lots of other shaders that the whole ghost shell glows, which is pretty incredible. And it shades incredibly. Now there are some shaders that don't shade on it the way you would expect it to, which can be a bit disappointing for some people, and I can understand that, but there are other shaders that just make this thing pop and look absolutely incredible. And some of those shaders that look especially nice on it would include some of the RGB shaders, such as Vintage Timber and Oiled Algae. They make it pulse like they do with pretty much every light in the game, but the entire ghost shell pulses, which is really cool. Shaders like Neopop Wave and Welded Brass and Vitrified Chronology make it a very nice purple color, whereas Iridescent Coral, on the other hand, makes it incredibly vibrant, and it changes colors with every load zone you go into, and I believe every time you die and respawn as well. Oiled Gunmetal also happens to make the ghost shell pulse, though it does not show very well in orbit right here. Kite and Slate makes it a very nice red color, and if you like this, I would recommend putting on Iridescent Coral, as it makes it a red color that's even brighter than this sometimes. Unfortunately, none of the new Halloween shaders other than Arceus Skin actually look very good on it, but this year's Festival of the Lost shaders were actually pretty mid in general, which is pretty disappointing. The next ghost shell that I would like to talk about is the calaveras shell, which is absolutely incredible. I'm sure many of you read the TWAB talking about the artist and how much time and effort they put into this, and they did such a fantastic job with the color coordination on it, because this ghost shell shades incredibly. They could have made it one of those ghost shells that just doesn't shade very well but has a really nice pattern on it, but instead they made it just function so well. All the shaders look very good on it. I haven't found a single shader that doesn't look good on it, if I'm being honest, and it does a very interesting thing where it makes animations speed up on all the animated shaders, and that's just really awesome. I haven't seen too many ghost shells that do stuff like that. Now, unfortunately, shaders like First Light and most of the ones from Hunt don't work on it, but all of the Black Armory shaders work on it fairly well, and it shades pretty decently with them too. Even Burgusian Knight looks pretty nice on it, which is very hit or miss on equipment sometimes, as the animation can be a bit garish for some people. But the best shader on this ghost shell by far is Bitter Pearl, because even the actual core of it has the animation going on, and it's sped up, and it just looks so nice. It's very noticeable. Not everyone knows that Bitter Pearl is an animated shader, but it's one of my favorites. It looks a lot like snow, which is very neat, and I'll definitely be rocking this one during the dawning. One last thing I did want to talk about is the Winchester's Ruined Sparrow, which was introduced during the Forsaken expansion. This thing shades very well already. It looks really nice in especially dark colors, and you can make it look really nice with pretty much any shader. There are a few that look kind of bad on it, if we're being honest. One of those would actually have to be Oiled Gunmetal, but Vintage Timber and Oiled Algae both do the pulsing animation on it, and this includes on the lights on the dashboard, which is very cool, as you can see that while you're actually riding the Sparrow. And I know a lot of complaints that some people have about the RGB shaders and how they function is that you can't really see them on a lot of things as you're using them in game, but with this one you actually can. If you notice right here, the entire center of it as well as the dashboard pulse in and out between this orangish color, a dark green color, and a light green color, which is very cool. Iridescent Coral does it as well, but good luck to you if you actually would like to drive this Sparrow around, as it's very bright and very flashy. Oiled Gunmetal does it as well, but I'm gonna be honest, it looks like shit. Kite and Slate is actually very cool on it, though. It makes it a very dark green color with red in it, which is pretty nice. Basalt Toxic also does the same RGB stuff as Skelligal, which is cool. And there are plenty of other shaders that actually make this Sparrow look nice, but I think my personal favorite out of all of them, at least out of the animated ones, is definitely Rasmussen Clan. And then out of the static ones, my favorite is Mercurian Sunrise, as just look how fantastic this thing looks. It's incredible. The dashboard looks to be multiple colors. The gold on it is so nice. The pattern on it is very cool. And the colors just blend together so well. I just thought this was something that people would probably feel bad about if they didn't pick it up before Festival of the Lost ends. So I just wanted to make this real quick. And some other things you need to pick up before Festival of the Lost closes out this year would be the Bump in the Night emblem, as well as a decent roll on the Jurassic Green Pulse Rifle, which I don't have one in my inventory right now, but the Braytech Werewolf would not be bad to get your hands on either, as it's a 450 RPM auto rifle. And same with the Horror Story, they're both kinetic, which means you can use them during GMs as your anti-barrier weapon, or in just any other content that requires it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just thought I'd inform you guys about that before the festival closes out. And if you like this video and want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.